Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm only going to be eating my food in the reverse order for the next 24 hours. Now you probably think, Usman, what are you doing? How can you have your food in the reverse order? Basically, I think I saw someone on YouTube where they actually had their breakfast, lunch and dinner in the reverse order. So what they normally have for their breakfast, I just had their dinner. Lunch was the same, and then obviously what they have for their dinner, they had their breakfast, if that makes sense. Basically in my head it makes sense, but on camera or on video it might not make sense. But throughout the entire day I'm basically switching up my entire meal. So my dinner will be a breakfast, lunch will be the same, and then my breakfast will be for my dinner. Hopefully that makes sense. But honestly, this day might be one of the most weirdest, craziest day. But not gonna lie, it's actually pretty interesting because I'm basically about to have cereal at possibly 9 p.m. at night, even 8 p.m, which is actually pretty crazy. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, smash that big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and without further ado, let's get started. So guys, it is time for my first meal of the day, and because I'm actually having my food in the reverse order, normally I would go like breakfast, lunch and dinner, but today I'm actually doing dinner, lunch and breakfast. So I thought, because last night I actually got a dessert, I thought I'll have that as like my pre-breakfast. Last night I actually ordered a dessert, and even though people tend to have like pancakes after breakfast, but these pancakes are like dessert pancakes, if you know what I mean. So today I have like my dessert as like a pre-breakfast, and then I'm about to go to drop them off, and then when I come back I'll have my actual breakfast, which is basically last night's dinner or what we had last night. And to be honest, I literally have like no idea what we had, but once I remember I'll show you guys what we had. It's gonna feel pretty weird, the fact that I'm basically about to have pancakes as for breakfast. I mean, normally people do have that anyway, but these pancakes are like desserts pancakes. Obviously once I've had that, then obviously I'll have my actual breakfast, which is last night's dinner. And not gonna lie, that should be pretty interesting because right now I cannot remember at all what we had last night. Right guys, I've actually got my breakfast here. Not gonna lie, it feels pretty weird actually having pancakes for breakfast. I mean, normally people have it anyway, but this is actually like a dessert pancake. And not gonna lie, look how heavy it actually looks, and I think there's like two of them stuck together. So I'm gonna have this, and I'll get back to you guys once I've actually had this, but I'll give you guys a taste test of my breakfast. I mean, not gonna lie, after this I feel like I might have pancakes every single day for breakfast. By the way guys, these actually smell so nice, so I'll give you guys a little taste test because I mean, for me it feels pretty weird having pancakes, but I know that people have it anyway. So taste test. Literally 10 out of 10, like 10 out of 10. Right guys, breakfast is now done. Honestly, it felt pretty weird actually having pancakes and last night's dinner as for breakfast. I mean, normally people would have like pancakes for breakfast anyway, but it just felt pretty weird. Anyway, I am about to get in the shower, and obviously once I've had my shower, it's then time for my lunch. I feel like lunch will be pretty normal because obviously that's staying the same, but the only thing that's different is my breakfast and my dinner, because obviously my dinner is what I have for my breakfast and my breakfast is what I have for my dinner. So the only thing that's the same is actually my lunch, because obviously it's the same. But yeah, I am back in the shower, and I will see you guys once I've had a shower, and then we can have my lunch, my normal lunch at the correct time. Right guys, it is currently about 2:36, and it is now time for my lunch. Even though I'm basically having like all of my meals in the reverse order, basically my lunch is actually the same time as I normally have it anyway. The only thing that's different is my breakfast and my dinner, because those two meals are like switched around. But as for my lunch and as for my snack, those are basically the same, or I could have like my snack first then my lunch, but it wouldn't make sense because even if I have my lunch at like, you know, 4:30 or 5:30, normally I will have my lunch at that time anyway. But yeah, it is that time for my lunch, and I am about to go to Tesco and get some bits for the house. And I feel like today I might actually go for sushi because recently I actually had it, and not gonna lie, I forgot how good it actually tastes. So I might get some sushi and I'll show you guys which one I actually get. So I am about to go to Tesco, and I'll see you guys once I'm actually there. Right guys, I have no idea how you can see me, but I'm now back from Tesco, and I actually got the sushi. I think I actually got like the salmon one, the cucumber one and the tuna one, and not gonna lie, that's actually one of my favourite like sushi flavours. Anyway, I'm about to go inside and I'll show you guys the sushi, and maybe we might do a little taste test of the sushi. It is currently about 6:11 and it is now time for my snack. Normally at this time I'll come out of the shower and obviously before my lunch I'll actually have a snack. But in the fridge we actually have some like red grapes, and I'm not gonna lie, having red grapes, especially when they're cold, is literally the best thing in this weather. So I am about to show you guys my snack, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, it will taste sweet. I mean, I just bought them yesterday, so hopefully, fingers crossed, they taste sweet. Right guys, I've actually got the grapes here, and oh my god, the entire box is actually cold. So I am about to put a few into a bowl, wash them, and then I'll give you guys a little taste test. And look how tiny they are. Like, they're literally tiny. Like, that's crazy. Right guys, I've actually got my grapes here. I love how they're actually like a different shade of red. I mean, you have some like that are light red and some that are like dark red, but I'm hoping that these actually taste sweet because I did buy them yesterday, and hopefully, fingers crossed, they taste sweet. So I'll give you guys a taste test of my snack. With my snack, it doesn't feel pretty weird because normally at this time I'll have my snack anyway. So snack wise, it doesn't feel pretty weird to actually have it at like a different time. But I'll give you guys a taste test of the grapes. And by the way, guys, these are literally sweet. Like, they are sweet and they taste so nice when they've been in the fridge for like at least 24 hours. So I'm gonna have a snack and I'll see you guys time for my dinner, which is actually what I have for my breakfast, which is cereal. Anyway guys, it is currently about 8:48 and it may not look it, obviously in my room right now it may look a bit like, you know, warm or something like that, but the sun is actually setting and it is now time for my final meal, which is dinner. And for my dinner I'm about to have what I normally have for breakfast, which is cereal. Normally for breakfast I'll have like egg on toast or something like that, but because I don't want to have like a complex dinner or like a really like difficult dinner, I thought I'll have the most simplest dinner, and that's actually having cereal. So downstairs I'm really hoping that we actually have Crave cereal. Hopefully, fingers crossed we do. If we don't, then I might have some other cereal like Frosty or something like that, even though I don't like them, but obviously I have it for the video. But not gonna lie, it feels pretty weird actually having cereal at this time because normally I will have it in the morning, but today I'm actually having it at 8:49 in the evening. Right guys, in the cereal cupboard we actually have Cookie Crisp, and we also have, I think this is Rice Krispies and Frosties, but I feel like I might actually go for Cookie Crisp. Basically, I'll check the store to see if we have Craves, and if we have them, then obviously I'll have that cereal. But not gonna lie, Cookie Crisp at this time is actually pretty weird. Guys, it's actually a good day because we actually have the Crave cereal, and this box is literally a massive box. So I am about to have my dinner, and I will show you guys what it looks like, and I'll give you guys a taste test of my dinner. Right guys, for my dinner, I feel like I might actually have the Coke Zero, the Diet Coke, or I feel like I might actually have lemonade. Basically for my lunch I've actually got like a glass of Robson juice, and in that glass I put this in it, and not gonna lie, it tastes like a mocktail, so I feel like I might do that again. But for today I feel like I might go for Diet Coke. One of the things that I find pretty crazy is that even though it's literally like 9 PM at night, it's still pretty light outside. Anyway, I've actually got my dinner over here, and I feel like I might film this video on the worst possible day because my mum, she is actually making cottage pie, which is actually one of my favourite meals. So the fact that I'm basically ditching that to have cereal, to be honest, I literally have like no idea how I feel about it, but I've got my dinner here, and not gonna lie, a bit damp, but it will do. I feel like that box, it was actually closed, so to be honest, I have no idea why it's damp, but I've got my dinner over here, and I'll see you guys once I've actually had my dinner. Right guys, it may not look it, but I've actually had my dinner, and this is where I'm actually ending the video. Overall, this video's actually been a pretty interesting video. But one of the things that I found pretty weird is that even though my breakfast and my dinner were like switched around, but my lunch, it was pretty much at the same time. So the only thing that was weird was basically having my dinner for breakfast and then breakfast for my dinner, but my lunch, it was pretty much the same. Anyway, I really enjoyed it, and I feel like I might do a video where I live my entire life reverse. So if you guys want that, let me comment down below. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, smash a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys actually have your dinner for your breakfast or your breakfast for your dinner, because I know for a fact that some people actually do that. So if you guys do that, let me comment down below, and I'll see you all for a brand new video very soon. Peace.